Hi everyone, it's Phoebe. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to be filming a get ready with me because I'm going on a date today. Let's begin. Okay, I probably look really scary right now, but we're just prepping the skin with a sheet mask, and I'm using this one from Mediheal. It's a brightening mask and I've left it on for about 20 minutes now. So while we still let it sit for a little bit, I'm gonna pop in my contact lenses. So I got a bunch of different contact lenses from Moody Lenses. Trying to decide whether I want to go for a brownish color or maybe a slight green. I think I'm gonna go with this brownish grey color. So this shade is called Mirror Mirror. And it looks like that. And then with clean hands, I just pop it on the back of my hand and pop that in. It's very easy for me to pop in contact lenses, I think because I have such big eyes, but there's also a downside that comes with that, and my eyes get really sensitive sometimes, so I'm constantly using eye drops. And now the skin should be nice and hydrated, so we can move on to the base. So like I said in my last get ready with me, my makeup routine usually doesn't change if I stick with the routine. So I'm going to use the same foundation, which is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and this is in the shade Fiji. I'll go in with 2 pumps, but I am really looking forward to my Korea trip in about a week's time. I want to try out some new cushion foundations because last time I got the wrong shade, and I want to get the right shade this time so that I can try that instead of mixing both. And I will make sure that I look properly at the shade this time before I buy it. So the reason why I didn't just chuck it out is because I think the product itself was like pretty expensive. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about the Turtur Cushion Foundation, so I'm really keen to try it out for myself. I know they sell it on Yes Style, but I want to try it out in person, and I know it's a lot cheaper when you buy it in Korea. So that one is definitely one that's on my radar. There's also another one from Soooo that I really want to try out, and Terra Beauty, which is the one that Jennie from Blackpink is an ambassador for. But all of those, they really make the skin look so flawless, so I want to try it out on my own skin just to see if it actually lives up to the hype. I'm also going to use the same concealer, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm just going to apply that where my dark circles are. I feel like lately my dark circles have been really prominent. I don't know if it's because I'm not getting enough sleep or if it's because of aging, but they just seem to be really dark and hollow lately. This one is like running out. And also the marionette lines. So we'll just go and blend that in. This time last year, I actually did go and get under eye filler because naturally I have quite hollow under eyes. I think it's genetic or I don't know, but I have had it for like the longest time since I was young, and I went to get them filled in about a year ago. It only lasts about a year, so it has started to wear off, and I don't know if I want to do another top up. I don't like the idea of having to keep up with it every single year, so I don't know, maybe I'll just deal with it. But then also having to wear more concealer every day to cover it up is kind of annoying. So I don't know. I'm weighing out my options. It's something that doesn't really bother me right now, but obviously the goal is to be able to leave the house with no makeup on and still look alive and not like I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm going to use this water tint from Etude House, and it's a pinky shade. I actually got gifted this like 2 months ago, but I actually really like it, and it's a good way to add some color to the base of the makeup. So I just go in with a couple of dabs on the cheeks and blend that out. Honestly, people who have naturally good skin don't realize how lucky they are. I have always had very sensitive skin growing up. It's affected by the foods that I eat, it's affected by the weather. I remember growing up, I had really bad eczema to the point where I would wake up with skin all in my nails from scratching throughout the night while I was sleeping, so it was really bad. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more, just for a little bit more of that blush look. And just a bit on the nose. We're gonna go for a little bit of like a sun-kissed look and just blend it out until it looks a bit more natural than this. When I was a kid, my family took me to the doctors all the time to try and figure out how to help my skin. We tried all these different methods, from natural remedies to medication, and it only really went away after high school, but even then I was having skin issues all the time and doctors never knew what to do. I've always had to be extra cautious. It does get annoying because I will eat something and suddenly my skin will flare up the next day, which is not ideal. I may have put a little bit too much on the nose, but that's okay because we're going to go in with this cushion foundation from Jongsemul. Just highlight the bridge of the nose. Then going to set the T-zone with some loose translucent powder. And I usually just start off under the eyes so that it doesn't crease. And then I would do the forehead, the nose bridge, and the chin. So I don't want to be too shiny around the T-zone, but I still want to go for a dewy look for the rest of the face. So since I'm doing a no contour makeup look today, I'm going to add some definition and color back to my face using different layers of blush. So we started off with that water tint, and now I'm going to use a lighter shimmery blush, and this one is from Milani. I've had this for so long that it's starting to break, but it hasn't hit pan yet, so I don't want to chuck it out. I'm just going to add that close to under the eye. And this one is quite light, so you can build it up. And I'm also going to bring it up near the eyelid. And now let's move on to the eyes. I've got this eyeshadow palette from Romand, and I'm going to be using this shade here, which is quite a soft nude. And I'm just going to fluff that out along the eyelid as my base color. I'm actually so hungry, I can't wait to eat dinner. Even though I've eaten so much today, I woke up starving and I was craving bircher muesli, which I crave all the time. So I had that with some mixed berries and an apple and a coffee. I feel like my appetite's been really good lately, so I'm excited for dinner. Also, I'm adding this to under the eye just to balance it out. Then with this slightly darker pink shade, I'm just going to add that close to the lash line and focus it on the outer edge. It's almost like a brownish pinkish color, but it's still quite natural. It does look a little bit heavy right now, but you just gotta trust the process. Then with this lighter color here, I will focus on the inner corners and the aiguille. I think tonight we'll be going to a French restaurant, which I'm excited about. It's very hard for me to compare whether it's good French food or bad because I haven't been to France myself. It is something that's on the bucket list. I want to visit Europe so badly, but honestly can't justify it right now. I would need to take like a good 2 months off work, and I just don't have the leave right now. It's a lot easier for me to just quickly pop over to Asia or somewhere that doesn't take a whole day to get to. Because if I'm gonna fly all the way to Europe, I may as well see as much as I can. And also with that same shade, I'm just going to highlight the tip of the nose and on the nose bridge. To add more to the highlight, I'm going with a shimmery shade from this eyeshadow palette from Militone, and I'll just use my finger for this. And I'm gonna add that to the same places, but very lightly. Then I'm going to go back to this palette, and with a very thin angled brush, I'm going to use this taupe color, and I'm just going to add a bit of color under the eye. I like to brush it out a little bit further past the eye. I actually learnt this makeup trick from Hwasa from Mamamoo. I feel like I take a lot of inspo from K-pop idols because their makeup is so on point. And now let's go in with the eyeliner. So I'm going to use this one from Maybelline just to do the wing at the end. I usually don't follow the whole lash line. I literally just do the ends. And then using this waterproof gel liner from Heroine Make, I will just go in and do the tight line. The good thing about having a lash lift is that it saves me so much time getting ready. I don't even have to touch my lashes at all, although you can wear mascara on top of your lash lift if you wanted to, which is different from lash extensions where you can't pretty much do anything. You can even use oil cleanser, which is my favorite thing, which is why I would choose a lash lift over lash extensions any day. We will, however, add some mascara to the bottom lashes. I like how this one comes with like the thinnest brush, and it's perfect for bottom lashes. So this one is from Heroine Make as well. It's the micro mascara. Before we finish off with the eyes, I'm going to use this Dewy Peach glitter highlighter, and I'm going to use this in the inner corners just to add a little bit of a twinkle to the eye. For the brows, I don't really do too much. I just brush it out with this Anastasia brow powder and just add some color back to my brows. Since I'm going to Korea next week, I'll probably bleach my brows one last time before I go. I guess the perks of having full brows is that I don't have to do too much to it, so it does save me a little bit of time as well. Now before we finish off, I'm going to use this highlighting stick from Mecha Max. It adds like a dewy look to your skin, so I just rub it onto the back of my hand, and using my fingers, I just add it where I want highlighted. So just on the top of the cheeks, where it will help look like I have really dewy, healthy skin. And this is another makeup hack that I learned from K-pop idols. And I might add a little bit just at the cupid's bow. For the lips, I'm going to start off with this tinted lip balm from Innisfree, just to hydrate the lips but still add some color. And then I'm gonna go in on top with this lip gloss from Fui, which I got from my last Korea trip. I honestly can't wait to buy more cosmetics, more skincare on my next trip. It adds like a really nice pinky gloss. So now we'll set that in. And that is makeup done. For the outfit, I really want to wear this red cute, I thought it was a dress at first, but it's actually a play suit, which is awesome because then I don't have to worry about the wind blowing my skirt up. So it's a halter neck, it's from Lioness, and I think I'm going to pair it with like a black belt and my Christian Louboutins. So it's a backless halter neck, but because the shape of the dress is quite square, I'll add this belt just to break it up a little bit. I got this belt from GU in Japan, and what I like about it is that it's reversible, so you can just switch it out like that. So that's how the dress looks like on. I've got these dainty pearl and diamond earrings, and I think that would look perfect with this fit. And these are the red bottoms that I've had for like 6 months, but I never had an excuse to wear it until now. But since I'm getting wined and dined, I thought may as well whip out these beauties. And I think the red will match the red dress. Final outfit. Alright, wish me luck on this date. Thanks for watching. Bye!